Let's start with the 12th experiment, that is steady state analysis of mutually coupled circuits. Problem identification to find V0 in the circuit. Now let us start with the theoretical calculations to find the V0 in the circuit. To find the V0 in the circuit, we have to apply KVL to mesh 1 and mesh 2. On applying KVL to mesh 1, we get the final equation as 4 plus 8i I1 plus 1i I2 and which is equal to 200 at an angle 45 as equation 1. And on applying KVL to mesh 2, we get the equation as 1i I1 plus 10 plus 5i I2 which is equal to 0 as equation 2. Now on solving equation 1 and 2 in the form of matrix, we get delta as 1 plus 100i, delta I1 as 707.1067 plus 2121.3203i and delta I2 as 141.421 minus 141.4214i. As we know the formula for I1, that is delta I1 by delta. On substituting the values of delta I1 and delta, we get I1 as 22.359 at an angle minus 17.862 amperes. And similarly, solving for I2, we get the value as 1.99 at an angle minus 134.42 amperes. And finally, V0, we know the formula as R into I. On substituting R and I, we get the value as 19.99 at an angle minus 134.42 amperes. Now let us see the connection in PSpice. The components required in the circuit are one AC source, two resistors, two inductors, one ground and one K-linear. So as we can see in the circuit, 8J ohms and 5J are L1 and L2 respectively, and 1 ohm is the mutual inductance. As the PSpice software cannot read ohmic values for the inductors, we have to convert XL to L. So to convert XL to L, we have the formula XL by 2 pi into 50. 50 is the frequency. So on substituting the values for XL and 2 pi and frequency, we get L1 as 0.0255 Henry. Similarly for L2, on substituting the values, we get 0.0159 Henry. And the same formula for M, that is XL by 2 pi into frequency, that frequency which is 50 will give you the answer as 3.183 millihenry. And also we have to find the coefficient of coupling, that is K, which is equal to M by root over L1 into L2. On substituting the values for M, L1 and L2, we get the value of K as 0.1581. And now let us start the simulation in the PSpice software.
Now let us begin the simulation in PSpice. For this experiment, we need an AC source, two resistors R1 and R2, and let us place them accordingly. We need two inductors and let's place them accordingly. We need an analog ground. A K-linear, an I-print, and a V-print too. Before we begin the simulation, let us understand the dot convention. As we see here, for L1, the dot is on the top position. In PSpice, as I'm rotating my inductor, we can see that the end nearer to the component name L1 is in a steady state and the other side is in a free state. So hence, the end nearer to the L1 is our dot. So as we know, the dot over here corresponds to the dot in the PSpice software. Similarly, for L2, we have the dot on the bottom side. In PSpice for L2, as I'm rotating my component, you can see that the end nearer to L2 is at the steady state and the other end is free to move. So thus we conclude that the end nearer to L2 is the dot convention for L2. Now let us connect the circuit. Now let us value the components. For the VAC source, let us set the magnitude as 200 volts. And as we know, this is an AC circuit. There will be both magnitude and direction as we can see from here. So we need to set the phase angle as 45 degrees. Let us save attribute and click OK. Let us set R1 value to 4 ohms, R2 value as 10 ohms. And as we have calculated earlier, L1 value is 0.0225 Henry. And L2 value is 0.0159 Henry. 0.0159. And as we know, we are calculating V0 across 10 ohms. So let us connect Vprint2 through 10 ohms. And in this circuit, we are calculating the current across I2. So let us cut the wire and connect iPrint across the elements. As we have the values of V and I in polar form, therefore the stimulated values of V and I must also be in polar form. So double click on iPrint. Let us set the AC value and magnitude value and also the phase value as yes. Save attribute. Click OK. I repeat, let us set the value of iPrint for AC, magnitude and phase as yes, yes, yes respectively. Similarly for Vprint2, let us set the value for AC as yes, save attribute, magnitude as yes, and phase as yes. Now click on K-linear and set the values for L1 as L1, save attribute, and L2 as L2. This maps the two inductors in the stimulation. And let us also change the coupling value from 1. By default, the coupling value is 1. And from what we have found, that is 0.1581. I repeat, let us set the coupling value from 1 to 0.1581. Save attribute, click on OK. In theory, we have assumed the frequency value as 50 Hz. Now let us go to setup analysis. Enable AC sweep, click on AC sweep and select linear. By default it is linear, so I repeat again. Let us go to setup analysis, enable AC sweep, click on AC sweep and select the type as linear. Let us value the total points as 1 as we need only 1 point. Let's value the starting frequency as 50 and ending frequency as 50. Click on OK, close. Now let's save the file. After we save the file, let us stimulate. Here we can observe a black screen appears. So for viewing the output, let us go to the view option and go to output file. A texted window appears. As we scroll down to the bottom of the page, here we can observe the V magnitude as 1.998 as we calculated earlier and V phase as minus 1.334 as we have calculated earlier. So hence we can verify the experiment for steady state analysis of mutually coupled circuits.